things. What is the truth? What is the reality? I ever understood what the dynamic of thought is, then where do these thoughts come from that plague me all day? The fact that you exist has got nothing to do with your thoughts. Nothing to do with your thoughts. It is beyond every thought, every emotion, every physical state, every perspective. Now I need to drop that. I'm meditating. Let me relax. And you get back into meditation. I don't know whether I ever understood what the dynamic of thought is. Like, why do I think the things I think? And I remember studying in college, I think, therefore I am. But then I grew up and I learned Vedanta. And the fact that you exist has got nothing to do with your thoughts. Nothing to do with your thoughts. It is beyond every thought, every emotion, every physical state, every perspective. Then where do these thoughts come from that plague me all day? And when I sit to meditate, the same thoughts are up again, right? The same things are bothering me. It keeps me up at night. It prevents me from sleeping. It prevents me from talking to my friends. And then I came across Rupert Spira, and he gave an explanation of thought, which I thought was the most plausible and most understandable. So he said that we live inside of a little bubble, right? Inside this little bubble are the thoughts that we've been told when we're young. This is your name, this is your mommy, this is your daddy, don't touch this, touch that, this is good for you, this is bad for you, right? We learn all those things, and those thoughts kind of repeat themselves again and again. And the more that they repeat themselves, the more muscle they get, the more strong they get, and the more they want to repeat, right? And the ones that you don't pay much attention to, they don't come up so much. They don't come up so much. So it's the one thing you might be, working, and someone passes a very slight remark about the color of your skin or the color of your hair or something that you're particular about, okay? Your height, how tall you are, how short you are. And then the whole day there will be this record playing. You're too short, you're too short, you're too short, you're too tall, you've got the wrong color, you've got the wrong hair. It plays again and again and again. As it plays, it builds. It's like building muscles, If you keep doing bicep curls, it's going to build. You're going to get big bicep muscles. Thoughts are like that. And we live inside this tight bubble. Right? This is our world, our consciousness. But then what happens when you meditate, when you allow the parasympathetic system in your body to take over, when you relax, what happens is this bubble expands. So there are bigger holes. And now other people's thoughts come in and your thoughts slip out, and other people's thoughts come in and your thoughts slip out. So the things that made you so anxious, now they've gone. They're less gripping. They are less gripping. And other people's thoughts that you did not want in your consciousness, that you did not want anything to do with, have slipped in, and they're not so bad. Your world expands as you relax more, as you expand that bubble more. Your world and your thoughts and your consciousness expands to include many more people. your entire community, people that are living with you, people that are, I mean, this is one of the reasons that because we like what's in our bubble, we go towards people that, say the same things that are in our bubble. So we want the same thoughts that we have decided is the truth. It's our value. It's how we're going to live. These are our attitudes. You want people like that inside your bubble, right? And you don't want the others tuned into our bubble, right? We don't want to accept anybody that's different, that thinks outside the box, that believes in another God, that goes to another church, that has a different attitude, a different approach to life. We don't want them. We can't accept them. They are infidels. They are the bad ones. They should be trashed. They should be gotten rid of. We want nothing to do with them. We do that to prisoners too. People that are in jail, automatically we think, oh my God, I want nothing to do with them. Their crime may have been something very small. Their circumstances might have been horrific. If they were given a chance, if they were given one chance to get in touch with that consciousness, one touch to that can dramatically change their lives. When I was writing my book, I interviewed, I think he was from Denmark, and he was himself a former convict. But what he did, once he realized that how meditation and art of living was changing his life, he decided he wanted to bring it to more people. So he opened his doors. And he invited ex-convicts to come to his home and take the course and learn to breathe and learn to meditate. And he found, he says the change is so dramatic because nobody has showed them how you can change what you think. That the thoughts you were born with, this bubble that you were born with of abuse and the thoughts of hitting out before somebody abuses you, lashing out, resorting to violence and anger before you're in trouble, right? This is the training they've received. These are the thoughts that they're preserving, that they're holding on to. But nobody taught them that it's okay to expand that bubble. And when they do, when you relax and you expand it, it just goes away back where it came from, into pure consciousness. And the more you meditate, the more you'll realize that you are not responsible for your thoughts. That they come, they go. You're only responsible if you hold on to them. But if you let them come and you let them go, I mean, I can have mean thoughts all the time. I do get mean thoughts all the time. Very, very occasionally I will act on it. Okay? Less and less now. Less and less now. Earlier, the trigger was much faster, right? Very quickly I would react. So life gets less gripping, and these thoughts get less invasive. Thoughts get invasive when you buy into them, when you believe it, when you think this is true. But you don't understand the truth is always complementary. This is true and the opposite is also true. Black is the absence of white and white is the absence of black. It's very little. They're both true and they're actually the same. There is no difference between this and that, except what our mind is telling us, right? The thoughts that we have in meditation are no different from the thoughts that plague you all day. So when you sit to meditate, you'll sit quietly and then the body is relaxed and everything, your eyes are closed, everything feels fine, body relaxes. Mind and body are always seeking equilibrium, right? And then that one invasive thought will come up. How could this person run for office? Or how could that person do that? And why is this happening in the world? And why is my food always so without salt. Why can't my husband learn cooking? All the thoughts that plague you during the day, they will come up, they will bubble up to the surface. And then you listen to it and you say, yeah, why can't he learn cooking? Why is it that women always have to do cooking? I mean, it's every time it's just the woman's place. I could have been working a job, and then you're already in the 50th thought, right? And then you say, oh my God, I'm meditating. And you're like, okay, now I need to drop that. I'm meditating. Let me relax. And you get back into meditation. And for a few moments, it'll all be good. And the next one will come up. This is the process of meditation. This is the entire purpose of meditation, that you recognize which thoughts are serving you and which thoughts you need to put away. They don't serve you. And in meditation, it becomes extremely clear, because there's nothing that you can do right now. You're just sitting. You're just sitting, you're just breathing. There's really nothing for you to do now, except look at that thought and see how it serves you. It's just a thought. And as soon as you recognize it as such, it bursts. It just bursts. Like a bubble. It's gone. That ladder has been broken. Once you catch it, it's broken. What happens in our day-to-day life? We start watching an Instagram video and we get so involved in it, we watch, repeat. And they know that you like this whatever topic you're watching. And it's repeated, right? That's the way the algorithm works. That's why they had a very good laugh when they had the Senate hearing. And this guy asked, why is it that I'm getting pedophile videos? It's quite clear why. That's what you're interested in, right? Whatever you're interested in, the algorithm feeds you, because that's how the mind works. That's how the mind works. It's things that are exciting, that are fearful, that are filled with emotion, that are attractive to us. How would you like it if I did a movie where she woke up in the morning, she was peaceful and happy, she cooked her food very happily and had a very nice relationship with her husband, and then went to sleep? Boring, right? Yeah, that sounds good, right? That's good. What are we watching instead? We're watching dysfunctional families all the time. There's something going wrong in all these families, in all these relationships, in all these shows. And we find that very interesting, right? Because it's only the mind likes to throw you these thoughts that are controversial, that make you sit up and wonder. Like, I need to get new friends. I need to move to a new place. I don't like the heat here. I'm talking about myself, right? The mind likes to do these things. What is the truth? What is the reality? And I'm holding on to that thought and I'm acting on it and saying, oh my God, I don't like the heat. Okay, what do we go to the gym for? 15 minutes into the gym, we're sweating and we're loving it, right? But that's different. That's different, because that's a voluntary choice, we believe. It's not this invasive thought that keeps coming into your head, that takes over your mind, that takes over your actions for the day. To understand that these thoughts only can come and take over your life, that you have a choice. You have a choice, no matter what thoughts are being presented to you, no matter what is happening in your life, in your school, in your place of work, in your home. You have a choice to react to it, and you have a choice to simply drop it, to simply let it go, do nothing. When there is no reaction, when there is that thought slowly stops making an appearance. Once in a while, you'll notice that after meditation, especially after we do deep chakra meditations, you'll go home and think about something you did in your childhood, something that really, really bothered you. And we've held on to a lot of these impressions, which are thoughts plus emotion. Thoughts and emotion creates karma. This is what creates karma. If you didn't have the emotion attached to thoughts, it is because to every thought that's coming up, we're saying, oh my God, how could this happen to me? Oh my God, I feel so much anger. I mean, this is the worst thing that's happening. So much is happening in the world, so much. We are only concerned with what the news media or what the news channels or what your TikTok or a social media is wanting you to be angry about. But you could be equally concerned that the people in Papua New Guinea don't have, enough to fish with. I don't know if they fish, but there's life happening everywhere. There's things happening everywhere. Are we concerned with it all? No. Do we give it more than 2 minutes of our attention? No. We don't pay attention to the things that really, really matter for the existence of this planet. Peace in the world. Peace of the mind. Clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, food that's not contaminated. These are the things we need to get agitated about and be moved to action. Moved to action. I was recently reading about Maurice Friedman, and if you haven't heard about him, please Google him. Such an amazing guy. He, at the time when he was in India, they were throwing the Chinese were throwing all the Tibetans out of China, out of Tibet. And the refugees were coming in droves without any place to live. And he went to the then Prime Minister and sat outside in his office till he got a grant for them to live in Dharamshala. And he made 3 villages for them in Karnataka and resettled them. One person did it all. Amazing man. He was moved to action. He electrified villages all throughout, wherever he went. Wherever he went, he made change. His entire salary, he earned a princely amount of 3,000 rupees back, in the early 1900s. That was a lot of money. He gave it all to charity, stood outside with a begging bowl, and whatever the workers that he was feeding decided to put in, he would eat. He was an amazing, amazing man. You bring into your world whatever you have to bring in, and you do something about it. You do something about it. But what do? We sit and comment. We sit with our invasive thoughts, right? Comment about this, comment about religion, comment about clothes, comment about brands, comment about people and country and ethnicity, all in our living room without doing a thing. If you can do something, do it. But to get stuck in thought is such a waste of effort. And that's why we meditate. We meditate not so that we get peace in meditation. It's how you carry your meditation into life. To take meditative moments into life. You keep meditating. That bubble is going to keep expanding. As it expands, the thoughts that gripped you will escape. You'll find the same things less gripping, less anxiety-filling, right? You'll be able to deal with everything that's going on better. Trust it. Start at a young age. Start at a very young age. It's like an insurance policy. 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, whatever you can manage. 5 minutes a day of just sitting and breathing and doing nothing. It clears up so many things because the parasympathetic nervous system kickstarts. Automatically, the whole body relaxes, the energy expands. And automatically life just gets better. It does not mean that the thoughts don't come. The thoughts come, but they come and they go. They just come and they go. We are not here to solve the world's problems. We're not here to create global peace. Some of us are here to do great things. Some of us are here to do small things. Some of us are here to just get small achievements. But the greatest gift you can give to yourself is the gift of peace. to just be peaceful no matter what, and be moved to action when required. That only comes with the awareness of meditation. So, meditation, meditation, meditation.